Good morning, guys. I am tired and you can hear it in my voice. I don't have much of it left. I would have stayed home, but I promised my PO that I would get to work today, so I'm going to get to work today. And it's a half-day Friday, so it's at least just 4 hours and not 7 as usual. I'm really tired. I got my video up, my craft video up, and I'm like looking at the clock and like I should go now, and instead I'm sitting down and watching Kara's video this morning. I kind of like that. I'm starting to understand I watch daily vlog in the morning to kind of wake up. I did that before with Bailey J, but she stopped making them daily. She has longer videos 2 times a week, which also I kind of like having one video a morning instead of having them concatenated. But at the same time, the concatenated videos makes it possible to kind of set it on and sit in color at the same time and stuff like that. So I don't know. I like vlogs, but I don't have a daily vlog. Except for Kara's now, which I really like, but other than Kara's, I haven't really a daily vlog to watch at the moment. I did have daily vloggers that I watched, but most of them have kind of either started just making weekend vlogs or just don't vlog as much as they used to. So I don't know. So I kind of don't look at them anymore. So I need new ones. Do you have any kind of vlogs that you are watching that you think I should watch? Then comment and I'll see and I'll look into them. Yeah. By the way, I have one of my favorite shirts today, if you can see it, because I feel like a zombie, and you know, zombies were people too. These are my favorite shirts. I've told you about them before. They're from roadkilltshirts.com. I really like the shirts. There's only one problem. They're starting to get a little bit old and the print start cracking. We've ordered from them 2 or 3 times. It's like 2.5, 3 years ago. This is actually, I think I haven't used it that much, so it's not cracking, but my video games killed my life or something. Good thing I have 3 left. That t-shirt is really cracking, so I'm happy to find this that it hadn't cracked. But I'm heading out, so good morning, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I ended up having one of those days when I just changed my clothes before I leave, and it took me like 20 minutes to find everything. I didn't even find everything, but I could wing it a little bit. So I ended up wearing a skirt today, or a dress, my black beautiful dress, and I have my so happy shirt today because it's Friday and you should have nice clothes on Friday. As I said before, my job is awesome. If I want to, I can go in there in my unicorn onesie. I actually worked in my unicorn onesie once. Quite nice. But I didn't feel like unicorn onesie today, but I felt like not sitting in my pair of jeans that is restricting in some way. So today I'm wearing a dress. I'm being all girly and stuff. I'm home and I've done everything I need to do. You know, watering the kitty. Yeah. Guess we used to have a fountain, a watering fountain. And you have followed me a while, might notice that we don't have that sound anymore. The pump kind of pulled in all the hair from the kitties, and it got pretty nasty, and it didn't really it just didn't work anymore. So we had the option of either, and also it kind of exploded on us. We don't know if it was the kitties that kind of ran into it or something, but all of a sudden it was like a pool of water in the kitchen, and we have wooden floors. happily they all kind of went back to the state they were, so we got the water away pretty fast, so it didn't kind of stand there too long, so the wood didn't get destroyed, but we kind of removed it totally because we don't want that kind of water on our wooden floors. So we removed our little kitty fountain, and even though they do drink from the bowl, the water bowl that we try to kind of switch out in the morning when we got home and in the evening, Gizmo wants water from the shower. We have a bathtub, so he jumps down into the bathtub and looks at you, and you have to turn on the faucet and he drains directly from the bathtub, which is kind of cool. So I watered the kitty, and I got the World of Cross Stitching magazine. I think it arrived yesterday because I got home so early that the post hadn't arrived when I came home. I know that the post for today won't arrive until around 2, and it's half day Friday, so I'm already home. But I thought I'd show you this huge project that they have in the magazine this month, which I'm like, I want to do this, it's beautiful, I want to have this on my wall. The whole thing is that the things I already stitched, that is animals, isn't on the wall anymore, or isn't on our walls because I don't have any frames, and we haven't put anything on our walls yet. Yeah. Today I have loads of things to do, so we'll see what will get done. I want to get the color printer into the office. We haven't had the color printer set up since we moved here. I had it set up in my old apartment, but I think I really didn't use it. I got a laser printer because when you work with Copics, you either have to really make sure that your ink printer actually works with Copics, which very few of them do, or you have to heat set the ink. Sometimes that doesn't work. So you have to do this big research about the inks, because the inks are usually not alcohol kind of handle alcohol pens, so it runs and then you will destroy your pens. So I have a laser printer because the laser printer heats the toner into the paper, and therefore very rarely it's not compatible with pens. So my HP is very compatible with my pens. So I basically just use my laser printer, but it is a black and white laser printer, and I've been thinking about color printing. One of the things is as I'm doing my cross stitch patterns, I'm going to sell them online as PDFs, but I'm also might sell them as kits or just as paper charts. And if I'm going to sell them as paper charts, I am going to need to have a color printer, and I have to color print them on nicer paper and stuff, so you get a nice beautiful little cross stitch thingy. So I'm gonna get that in here, see if the ink has dried out, if I have to do something about that. I have a friend coming over at 4 or 5, and we're gonna cook together and watch movies. So my evening is kind of not gonna do that much. I think I might be cross-stitching this evening when he's here. We can sit down and chat, and I can cross-stitch at the same time, because I really want to get the frame done for my sort of sampler thingy before we get the new one, which should get like tomorrow or on Sunday. So yeah, that is. We'll see whatever of that I will do. But yeah, good afternoon, guys. I am going to head to bed, but I had an awesome evening. I got a cross stitch software. I got a little sad in the beginning because I went in and I did everything I was supposed to. I actually bought it because I couldn't test the feature correctly. I don't know. And I bought the whole software and everything, and then I went into it and it didn't work for me. I got really sad, and I got a little bit like disappointed and irritated because I paid quite a lot of money for this software. And then I sent an email telling them about my issues, why I didn't like it and everything. And in like less than a half an hour, I got a responding email, and them telling me that yes, these are bugs which they haven't kind of seen before, because they have tested with big stitches, and my needleminder patterns are 22 inches by 22 inches, so they're very, very small. And doing that and trying to fit it in the PDFs correctly wasn't that easy. So there were some issues. So I went through the different issues and I emailed them to this guy, and he's like, yeah, but I'm fixing these and you're getting an updated version. So I got the kind of first test version, and I've been playing around in it, because there's nothing problem with the sharding thing. The problem is when you export your PDF, it doesn't look like it should right now on some places, and this is because I have such a small image. So I kind of so I've been sharding images, waiting for get the kind of final PDF update so that it actually works. But I'm having a lot of fun. I've gotten all of the needle minders that I've already stitched up, including one extra to that I have sharded. I have 3 more that I've sharded, 2 more to shard in the software, total of 3 more to stitch. One of them was very easy to colorize, because I knew which color I wanted. I knew that a color that I already used on the other needle minders. But the other 2, I haven't decided which yarn colors that I'm going to use on them. So I have to sit with my yarn and kind of figure out which color scheme, and then I need to stitch them up. And when I've stitched them up, I see how the color fits and everything, and then I add the color on my notes and then I shard them. And then I'm gonna play around in Photoshop and other programs and see if I can put together a little booklet with all of them. Thinking about actually making printed ones. Once you get for a little extra fee, you can get a printed version, which is a stapled little booklet that you can use, stapled or hand sewn or something. I put together a little booklet with all the designs in. I thought that could be a fun idea. I'm very creative today. I've been very creative today. I have all of these ideas, but I am going to head to bed. Boo. And why? I had my friend over and he went pretty early because he's gonna work. So I had an awesome evening eating good food and chatting with him. And afterwards, I saw that the hangout that I joined, the cross stitch hangout that I joined a little bit earlier, was still on. So I hopped into that. So I've been listening and looking at, talking to them and having a nice time while I have been kind of sharding my cross stitches. So I haven't just been alone. I had someone to talk to while I'm doing it, and I don't know. I feel wrong sitting and kind of coloring in the cross stitch hangout, because I feel like I should cross stitch in a cross stitch hangout, but I don't feel wrong kind of sharding cross stitches because it is cross stitch related, sort of. It's just like how Twitch live streams, and that Twitch is a gaming platform for live streaming game, but they do have added a creative part, and that creative part is supposed to be for game related creative things, like if you do game art, or if you do fan art of games, or something like that. Any kind of fan creations, knitting, crocheting, embroidering, but that has a fan, that has a game, some kind of game into it, and you can stream there. And I feel that same way with the kind of hangouts that I want to. It's a cross-stitch hangout, so I should do cross-stitch while I'm in there, sort of. And that is like, that is, I don't know if that's a rule or anything. It's how I feel about it personally. So, you know, yeah. But good night, guys. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye.